Goodness comes and evil goes.
Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth. Karibu, welcome. My name is Kwende, and today we're going to get into another important subject, and that subject is Garvey is only a back-to-Afrika preacher. Really? This is a very important subject because the supreme visionary Marcus Garvey has been misinformed upon by much bogus propaganda that suggests that Garvey was only a mere back-to-Afrika preacher. And what I'm going to share with you is a few quotations to highlight what the spirit of this supreme visionary is about in this regard. And we'll start with his words. So Marcus Garvey said, quote, "We are not preaching any doctrines to ask all Africans to leave for Africa." I mean, that makes it clear already. He makes it absolutely clear that's not what he's doing. And this is his own words. He says, "The majority of us will remain here, but we must send our scientists, our mechanics, our artisans to let them build railroads, let them build the great educational and other institutions necessary." So he was about making that connection and sending relevant skills and ingenuity for the purpose of building on African soil. I think that makes things quite clear. But let's move on. Another quotation is from his second and eternal wife, Amy Jakes Garvey. And she articulated this, quote, "The main purpose of the formation and promotion of the Black Star Line was to acquire ships to trade between the units of the race in Africa, the USA, the so-called Caribbean, and Central America, thereby building up an independent economy by business, industry, and commerce, and to transport our people, whether they will, on business or pleasure, without being given inferior accommodation and not subject to questioning or refusal of any sort of accommodation." End quote. That's Amy Jakes Garvey. So she's also making it clear what the purpose of the Black Star shipping line was about. Finally then, and this is a more contemporary reflection on Garvey's mission, to assume that the political thinking of Marcus Garvey, his aim in life, and reasons for his organizing the most powerful contemporary political movement in the African world can be reduced to the quote-unquote objective of shipping more than 100 million Africans to Africa is the greatest insult we could render to an African man of Garvey's political stature. Not once did Garvey urge or envision the migration of all the Africans in the Western Hemisphere to Africa. That again makes it absolutely clear that Garvey's mission especially with the shipping company, was trade, to exercise trade between the areas where African people were located in the world for economic empowerment, independent economic empowerment. The ships also proved to be a powerful tool of publicity for recruiting new members and energizing existing ones. The idea that Marcus Garvey can be reduced to the slogan, "Back to Afrika," is a fallacy. And that is according to not only the words of an observer, not only the words of his eternal spouse, but also his own words. So with that food for thought, and surely it is food for thought, Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth.
The cry is raised all over the world of Canada for the Canadians, of America for the Americans, of England for the English, of France for the French, of Germany for the Germans. Do you take it unreasonable that we, the blacks of the world, should raise the cry of Africa for the Africans?